Why, hello everybody. This is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. I'm going to go ahead and do a reaction. I have not seen this video before, but it has been recommended to me. It is the Hindley Street Country Club. I forget how to say their name every single time and it drives me crazy. It is the Hindley Street Country Club doing the song Down Under from Men at Work. Let's just hop right into it.
Traveling in a fried out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from a land down under? Women go and men chunder. Can't you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover." Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. I said, "Do you speak my language?" He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
All right, I'm going to stop it before the second chorus. I like what's going on here. So the flute part is done on the keyboard as a synth, which I like. And I was watching pretty much all the musicians here, and if you notice, the keyboard player is actually really busy. He's doing a lot in the background, and you can hear it. The level isn't up too high, so it's not in your face. But you watch him; he's busy. He's adding a lot to the depth of the song. The guitar player is doing a great job. That drummer is tight. Vocalist is doing a great job. And that bass player, and it's funny because I've seen a few songs from the Hindley Street Country Club. And I think the only constant, I swear to you, the only constant I see is that bass player, and he's super good. Let me see if I can pull that up. And oops, get myself over here. Here I go. So this guy here, on point, really, really, really great pocket bass player. The guy's just tight. This drummer here, not only is he a great drummer, he also sings. There are some songs that I've actually seen him sing. And this keyboard player here, aside from having an awesome hat, I think he's just really good. And where are we now in the song? 1 minute and 30 seconds. So just kind of, when we'll go back to 1:30. Just feel this out for a second with me. So that keyboard player could essentially be, if he wanted to, a reggae keyboard player. He's doing the 2/4 comping with his left hand, it looks like, and then doing things with his right hand. I cannot explain enough how difficult that is. Go on any cruise and listen to some reggae or some Caribbean music where they have a keyboard player and he's comping the chords 2 and 4, and the 2 beat and the 4 beat, and then he's doing melodies and other things with his right hand. um super hard. It just takes a lot of work and practice to get to that point where you can just play like that naturally. So as we're watching this guy do it and he makes it look easy, he has practiced for his life to get to that point.
On a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous.
Let's go back to the 1:30 mark. Hey, does anybody else notice this thing right here on the back? Does that not look like the Predator when the Predator was dying in the first movie and he had that little wrist thing on and it counted down before it blew up? That's exactly what that looks like.
We've been out slow and mentioned. Can you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Yeah.
So I've noticed something, and this is not a knock against the keyboard player, and I don't want it to come across as a knock. There are times when he gets really fancy with the right hand that he stops the comping with the left hand and then right back on point starts comping again. There are a lot of reasons for that. Um, the comping is pretty much the two beat and the four beat, okay? Solid throughout the whole song. But the volume level is at a point where if you wanted to get super complex with the right hand, and you don't want to have to think about your comping with the left hand, you can stop for a couple of measures or a measure and then do a fast riff with the right hand and then come right back into it. I've done it, and trust me, I can't do what this guy does. I can't throughout a whole song do the two and four comping and then do much with the right hand. So I stop a lot. Um, he just stopped when the playing got complicated. And there's a safety net to that because I've seen people continue to comp and go completely nuts with the right hand, and then they lose their timing because you are doing two different things with the timing, and it's a safer way to go. So, not a knock, just an observation.
Lying in the jet in Bombay.
And those accompanying vocals, you can't really see. It's from the drummer behind him, who's in his own right a really good vocalist.
The slack jaw, and not much to say. I said to the man he tried to tempt me, 'cause I come from the land of plenty. And you say, come from a land down under. Yeah, women go and men plunder. Can you hear that thunder? Yeah, you better run, you better take cover.
You better run. I love how he rolls the R's because they do in the original version.
Living in a land down under. Yeah, women go and men plunder. Can you hear that thunder? Yeah, you better run, you better take cover.
Nice.
Living in a land down under. Women go and men plunder. Can you hear that thunder? Yeah, you better run, you better take cover.
He's showing off now. That percussionist, that drummer, I've seen the Hindley Street Country Club do songs that I haven't done reactions to or an analysis of. Um, he's a very, very, very capable musician, singer, and drummer. I noticed something interesting too. When he came in with accompanying vocals, it just really sounded nice. I'm kind of beside myself with how his accompanying vocals really were just the quality of the vocals was so rich and so good that you can actually hear it over the main vocalist, who in and of himself was a great vocalist. I mean, he did a great job. That's not an easy song to sing. Um, so I really liked it all around, and it's funny because it is a cover song. Um, but to a degree, it was kind of a tribute with the rolling of the R's, um, doing it almost exactly like the album. So they were conveying what it was the original artists were conveying, you know, and I thought that that was nice. Really, really, really good. Really, everyone was on point. Not an easy song to do. I, doing music, and I have to say this, and I know it's going to be like, yeah, no kidding, Artie. Like, it's not my first time hearing a song as a band coming together and then doing a song from beginning to end, and just having it be tight and on point, and the bass player and the drummer and everyone is on point. Um, that takes work, and that's the one thing I love about music, and the same thing about acting too. You kind of watch a finished product, and you never really see all of the rehearsing and the practice and the work and the research that goes in to producing that product, whether it's a movie or in this case here, a song. um, no one just sits down and does the song. You know, sometimes you can sit down and come up with something pretty fast and be like, here's the song. But once you get like five guys doing it, um, it- there has to be a synergy between everybody. Everyone has to be on point for something to come across this good. And I think that that's what this was. It was the Hindley Street Country Club. Is, you know, there's a lot of bands out there that do covers, and I feel as though they're not as popular as other bands for some reason. But if you go and watch any of their songs, the amount of work and preparation put into producing these songs is just second to none, and they always, always, always have a product that is just fascinating to listen to. But if you like watching live music, it's fascinating to watch. They just love what they do, and you can see that as they do the videos. Of course, every band has issues. I mean, my goodness. Lately I've been doing a lot of Nightwish reactions, and that band has had a lot of over the past couple decades. They've had a lot of turmoil and people getting fired, and you know, people leaving due to anxiety attacks and everything else. It's just, you know, but they do a lot of touring, and you know, it's a little bit different. I don't, every band, every person, every musician is different. I once watched an interview with a young drummer who was traveling with Joe Bonamassa, and he did like 5 or 6 years of touring, and then decided this isn't the life for me. I have a family. I can't do this. It's not for everybody. And life on the road, especially if you have a wife with a couple of kids, yes, the question enters your mind. Okay, I'm making good money, but I'm absent. I'm absent 7 months out of the year, 8 months out of the year. Is that how I want to raise my kids? Is my wife okay with me raising my kids that way? We all think it's all, you know, dancing girls and money falling from the sky, but it's not. It's not. And when it is, that passes. And then again, it's not. You're faced with life, you know? So, anyways, enough preaching. That's it. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the video, what you think of my analysis. If you didn't like my analysis, then to heck with you. No, I'm just kidding. You can put that in the comment section too. I'll just ignore it. And that's it. Keep it groovy, baby.